Hi Leute und willkommen zurück zu Tower of Fantasy Patch 2.3 und wir haben gerade so ein paar Grauzonen-Monster besiegt hier. Wir haben einen kleinen Außenposten befreit. Und jetzt mal gucken, kommen wir hier wieder raus. Ah, das Ding geht einfach so auf. Und jetzt müssen wir wohin? Dahin. Und da kommen wir... Hallo? So, dann gehen wir dahin. Nochmal. Bitte. Als ob das da oben drauf war. Doch. Hui. Gar nicht gesehen. Mach die Karte auf. Danke. Und jetzt gehen wir zur Quest. So unten oder oben? Ich hoffe oben. Könnte aber natürlich auch unten sein. Gucken. Ich nehme erst noch ein bisschen was fürs Valentins-Event mit. Mit Chip öffnen. Gucken. Puder, Herzform, die Kühe. Ja, doch. Wenn man mit Chip öffnet, gibt das mehr von den Ressourcen. Das wollte ich gucken, ob die hier auch diese Ressourcen geben. Ich glaube nicht.
Item data submitted to the Security Forces Data Processing Center.
Nein. Schade. Okay. Leid, ihr habt keine Zeit mit euch zu spielen. Ausdauer, Food und weiter. Halt, stopp. Selber ist schuld. Stört mich hier einfach beim Kistenknacken.
MSEC 2000 reporting in. New resources acquired.
Guten Tag, hallo. Snacken. So, und das müsste jetzt ganz da hinten sein. Ui. Hätte es nicht hier irgendwo hingehen können? Sag mal.
White flash. Must maintain composure.
So, geht's hier irgendwo runter oder müssen wir an der Seite vorbei? Andere Seite wahrscheinlich. Ich nehme mich mit. Wenn ich da ran darf.
Item data submitted to the Security Forces Data Processing Center.
Here we are. It should be just ahead. Very dense underbrush. Good to see the local ecosystem is thriving.
That is true to an extent, yes. A lot of animal and plant species would consider this something akin to heaven.
I wonder why Miroria never had the idea of setting up a settlement here.
By heaven, I didn't mean one for humans. Notice the thin mist up ahead? That's not water humidity. It's an airborne toxin harmful to humans.
An airborne toxin?
They once established an ecology research station here during the surface recolonization era. The place was home to quite a number of species human scientists had improved through genetic engineering. The gray space entities destroyed the station sometime later, setting the station's experiments loose into the surrounding environment. Most of the species quickly adapted, and indeed soon evolved into something approximating a fairly holistic ecosystem. Unfortunately, one of the accidental byproducts of this new ecosystem was a deadly toxin. Rainfall and high humidity disperse a lot more of the toxin into the air. In short, it's become a terrible place for human habitation.
Can I ask you how you came to know the history of the area, Officer Tianlong?
Oh, I just heard it in passing from some friends who had been stationed here. You know, it's a real shame. The place is obviously...
Let's chat about this later. Right now, Umi, we need your help navigating this complex terrain.
Right. There are 3 signal base stations here. Come with me. Alert! Gray space entities ahead!
Not at all surprised, to be honest.
Ja, hallo? Hat sich erledigt.
We finally got rid of them.
Do you often see gray space entity activity around here?
We might come across a few wandering gray space entities from time to time, but
These are the least of my worries. What we should be concerned with is what may be waiting for us ahead.
oh. There's not going to be some big, powerful monster watching us from the shadows, is there? I've never gone up against abyssins before.
Whatever the danger is, that's why we're here. Umi, you're going to have to leave.
Officer Lin, I suggest we split up for the next section.
Is that so?
The 3 base stations are located in different parts of the miasmic swamp. Going one by one will take a long time. But we're not familiar with the terrain here. It could be dangerous if we don't stick together.
True, but we don't have the luxury of time. Right now, our orders are to repair the base stations ASAP.
All right.
Then I'll provide everyone with a map of the area.
Umi, how do you think we should split up?
Me?
You're the local expert.
I would say... Base stations 1 and 3 are near our present location. Officer Lin and Tianlong, you could probably handle these 2 respectively. Base station 2 is the furthest. So as the local expert, I think I can lead Shirley and the Executor to tackle that one. And we should be more than capable of eliminating...
Oh, hey,
Oh? Why is that?
mainly because I'm not...
Shirley and I will handle base station 1. Umi, you take the Executor and Tianlong to base station 3.
And what if we run into trouble?
You should be able to handle yourself.
Well, when you put it like that, let's go.
Ihr macht eh nichts, also... Tut mal nicht so. Aha. Hätte ich jetzt nämlich auf die Karte geguckt, wäre ich weitergelaufen. Mache ich, Chef. Habe ich gemacht?
Umi, have you seen anything like this before?
Wow, cool flowers!
Cool flowers? We're in luck today. I think those flowers only form near an abyssal field.
We're in... luck?
We're asking for trouble. Although, perhaps finding the trouble is more troublesome.
How do you know these flowers are being produced by an abyssal field?
The abyssal is close. I can feel it. Also, I've lost contact with Lin. Something's blocked our comms.
Huh?
Careful not to touch those things. I've never sensed an abyssal like this before.
No touchy. Okay. Okay. Was ihr jetzt nicht gesehen habt, ich habe schon mal alles geholt, habe schon mal die Map frei gemacht. Okay, hier, der fehlt noch. Aber der war irgendwie zu hoch, kam ich nicht ran. Gucken wir mal, was wir hier machen müssen.
Wow, so the gray space entities managed to get in here after all.
Kommt denn das auf einmal her? Was ist denn das für ein Cheat?
going to be pretty hard for just the three of us to fix damage this extensive.
Oh no! Darned abyssins!
Abyssins? No. I noticed that the nearby force field generators were not taken down by brute force. But these force field generators can only be controlled from a console at Outpost 10. And special authorization is needed at that.
Tianlong, you mean someone working in the outpost switched off the force field generators?
A working hypothesis. I sincerely doubt gray space entities would have the power to crack a security system that's...
No. Surely not. Maybe it was a
Well, I suppose we can't say anything for sure at this stage. Let's keep going.
Laufen wir vielleicht mit einer Verräterin rum? Erfahren Sie dies und mehr in der nächsten Folge. Weg. Au. Also es sieht schon verdächtig aus wie die Pflanze oder die Blüte, die Umi im Gesicht hat. Hex? Da kann sie einfach wieder aufstehen.
Don't come into contact with the threads around us. It's a trap.
Uff, per se bestimmt nicht.
Are you alright?
I'm alright. What about Umi? Have you seen her?
Umi? Maybe she's hiding somewhere.
Hiding? But we've eliminated the enemy.
She may not necessarily be hiding from our enemies.
What do you mean?
You haven't noticed that our new friend Umi has been...
Strange? Maybe a...
So you've also noticed something is slightly amiss with Umi.
She may just be an executor in training, but even so, she would have already undergone rigorous preparation. Failing to immediately report an attack on her outpost and leaving it on her own accord is a major dereliction of duty. But judging by Umi's reaction, I got the sense she didn't know what a serious infraction it was. Also, when Lin asked about survivors, Umi should have immediately suggested to check the safe house. She only led us there when Shirley said she had identified signs of life nearby.
Exactly. She's been lying to us. And I think on more than one occasion. At first, I thought that she was just in shock. But it was very curious to me that she checked the outpost's comms network when Lin asked her to. She didn't notice how odd that sounded. Executors are responsible for protecting others. They aren't trained in how to operate an outpost's comms equipment, or even have the access to it. But Umi did not have any trouble with either. She must have stolen access keys from those unconscious technicians. What I wonder is, how she managed to learn the system so well. Of course, it's possible that she didn't really check the systems like Lin asked, but I think it's safe to conclude something very strange is going on.
Do you think Miss Lin also noticed that something was off?
It's safe to say, yes. Lin is very careful, and Umi's subterfuge has been clumsy.
Hey, what about Umi? Shouldn't we try to find her?
Don't worry. She will find us when she wants to.
Huh? But won't...
I've made my fair share of visits to this plant collector's paradise, so I'm familiar with the area.
Oh? I thought you said you didn't have a good head...
I was just playing along with Umi. Come on, don't fall behind.
Okay, wo jetzt? Mal ein Trinken.
MSEC 2000 reporting in. New resources acquired.
So, mal gucken. 4 mal Kakaobohnen normal. Ja. 3 mal Münze, 4 Formen, 5 vom Kakaobohnen. Okay. Gut fürs Event.
No signs of Lynn or Shirley yet? Seems we're the first to...
Or perhaps they ran into trouble?
If that's so, I think they should be able to handle it. It's a shame the equipment here isn't in better condition. It's going to take us...
If we can't fix the base station for several days, do we have any other ways to go to Innis?
Without a space rift, the only way to get there would be the deep-sea tunnels.
Deep-sea tunnels?
Yes. A primitive access way established during the founding of the second city for the transportation of materials, equipment, and personnel. The later establishment of stable space rift networks with Meroria rendered the tunnels mostly obsolete. There's an entrance to the tunnels quite close to here.
Is that...
Let's go and see what's happening.
Miss Lynn? Miss Lynn, help me!
Can't lie to us anymore.
When did you figure it out?
Almost right away. You're a poor actress.
You're all done for.
Halt, stopp! Den Charakter möchte ich noch. Kann ich den wieder haben? Danke. Tja. Lass mich doch angreifen.
Eliminate the target. Decide now. Falling angel.
Ich krieg meine ganze Kombination nicht durch. Schaden. Begonnen einen Unfall abzuwenden, die sterben.
Now. Fleeting moment. Cost me some points.
Hey!
Surpassed your limit. Absolute focus. Surpassed your limit. Must maintain composure. Falling in.
Ja, du glaubst doch nicht, dass ich dir hinterher renne, oder? Ich darf nichts drücken.
That'll cost me some points.
Wow. Komm her, hier. Komm mal hier.
Night strike. Must maintain. Fleeting moment.
Besser als die anderen Kämpfe, die wir hatten, aber trotzdem richtig nervig.
She's unconscious, but alive.
Just like the other members of the outpost?
Yes. That gray space entity didn't kill them, just manipulated them like puppets.
These parasitic gray space entities represent a whole new threat to humanity. They're clearly much more difficult to defend against than classic entities. We have to pass on the news immediately to headquarters.
What should we do about this muddy one? Eliminate it? Or bring it back for Lyra's team to study?
We'll bring it back. It's an extremely valuable specimen. Tianlong, can I leave the safe handling of that thing to you?
I'd rather...
What about Umi? The gray space entity has left her body, but is she back to normal?
I think that she should be alright.
Ow. Where am I? Umi, you're awake. Huh? Who are... Officer Lin! Officer Lin! District 7 Executor in Training Umi reporting!
Just call me Lin. Umi, what do you remember of the last several hours?
The last thing I remember is, I was training?
Training?
No, I was on patrol. Yes, patrol.
So, she doesn't remember. Actually, a gray space entity had taken control of your body. Caused us no small inconvenience, by the way.
Huh?
There's no need to intimidate her. She's just as much a victim of the gray space entities as any other members of the outpost. And I'm sure they need a thorough medical check. We should head back.
Huh? But what about this mess here? And shouldn't we be heading to the tunnels to go to Innis?
Headquarters can send someone and fix up the outpost. In terms of the tunnels, they haven't been used for quite some time. It's hard to say if they're even still serviceable. I think we should head back to headquarters and discuss the next step.
Alright then, as you say.
Okay, wir sind einfach wieder random zurück. Und zum Glück habe ich zwischendurch das ganze Gebiet schon freigeschaltet gehabt. Denn sie haben uns ja jetzt einfach hier weggeportet. Das heißt, wir müssen jetzt nochmal neu ins Gebiet hingehen. Zu den Teleportern, die wir schon frei haben. Und dann nochmal alles freischalten.
You've brought back a very valuable specimen. A new kind of parasitic gray space entity we've never seen. It will be immensely helpful to Dr. Clive in his research.
Apart from Umi herself, I think it's likely other members of Outpost 10 also fell under the gray space entity's control. I recommend putting them into isolation for observation.
Okay, I'll arrange it. But unfortunately, our current technology has no way of identifying if someone was under control of one of these parasitic gray space entities.
Parasites can hide themselves well within their host. When Umi was parasitized, I couldn't detect any gray space entity signals inside her body. We would have all been deceived if Miss Lin hadn't noticed what was wrong with her. Perhaps we can have Dr. Rubilia take a look at them?
Right. Rubilia might be able to identify controlled individuals quickly. My main concern is that there may be more insidious, longer-term parasitic effects at play. Also, I'm worried that...
I understand. I'm sure that Umi and her colleagues are not the first humans to come under parasitic control. Our best bet right now is to keep the whole affair as low-key as possible. We wouldn't want to start a panic. Archon Larson has already ordered an urgent investigation into this new species of gray space entity. But determining its exact capabilities and what other effects it may have could be a lengthy process. You can leave those questions with us, Lin. Archon Larson has another mission for you.
He wants us to go to Innis through the tunnels?
Yes, right now whatever is happening to Innis is our highest priority. Since the miasmic swamp base stations are out of action for the time being, the deep-sea tunnels are the only way to get there. But the tunnel network is a real labyrinth, and we can't discount the possibility of gray space entities or other dangerous creatures lurking within. You're going to need someone familiar with the tunnel's layout.
I can guide you. Greetings. I'm Icarus. Operation Codename Mook.
Und da ist der andere Eischarakter,
Mr.
den ich gerne
Icarus.
hatte. Der mit
Lyra,
Jojos
Lynn.
kämpft.
Icarus, you're back?
Yes. Archon Elric asked me to assist as soon as he heard of the issues surrounding Vera. And you are the Executor and Miss Shirley, correct? Greetings. I'm Icarus. Operation Codename Mook.
Mook? You're the leader of the Mook squad?
Yes.
Icarus and his squad had been posted to Innis for quite some time, so you've never had the opportunity to meet until now.
And I'm afraid I'd be stuck in an S2 if I hadn't been ordered back to District 9.
You don't seem too worried about Innis's situation.
Shiro had detected an anomalous change in the ocean environment several days ago. So we'd asked Archon Fiona to make preparations before this incident developed. I'm confident that Innis
Macht
will
euch
remain
keine
safe,
Hoffnung, dass wir den
even if they
Ozean
lost
sehen.
contact
Der
with
ist
Meroria
erst
for now.
Update 2.4 und das kommt
You were
gerade
just
erst
saying you
in
could guide
China.
us.
Das heißt, das
So
dauert bei uns noch ein
exactly
paar
how
Monate,
familiar are you with the tunnels?
bis wir
Archon Fiona once
das
showed me
bekommen.
the blueprints of the entire tunnel network, and I also carried out a few simple exploration missions there in the past. You can trust me to be your guide.
All right then. I'll leave re-establishing contact with Innis to you, Lynn, the Executor, and Shirley. Archon Larson needs Tianlong to stay in Meroria to handle another urgent matter.
Okay, then we should go as soon as we're ready.
Und vorbei. Wird fortgesetzt, ja.